Hello and good morning. Today I will be talking about sentiment analysis. What is sentiment analysis, you ask? Let's find out. According to Google, sentiment analysis is the process of computationally identifying and categorizing opinions expressed in a piece of text, especially in order to determine whether the writer's attitude towards a particular topic, product, etc. is positive, negative, or neutral. For instance, this is an example. Companies have key lessons to learn about harnessing the power of social media and sentiment analysis. Now, while this definition is pretty good, it does not encompass everything that sentiment analysis is. With sentiment analysis, you can gauge a person's reactions on any topic, you can gauge their emotions, you can find out what they are thinking in response to something you have done or said. For instance, a company puts out a mobile phone and first the sales go well, but then the users start massively returning their phones to the distributor, demanding their money back. Obviously something has gone very wrong. With sentiment analysis, you can really quickly find out what is it that they do not like about your product, and then develop a strategy to counter that. For instance, Mr. Trump, when he has his campaign speeches, can later on analyze the pictures of the audience and then determine what of his sayings elicited the most positive response and then tailor that to his campaign. For instance, when he says, Mexico will build a wall, and the crowd goes wild, happiness is all over their faces, he knows that is the thing that drives them and that is the thing that fires him up. So he uses that sentence as many times as he wants, and in the end wins the election. Of course, Mexico will not build a wall, but that is unimportant because he has managed to succeed and won. With sentiment analysis, you can determine also indicators for various other things. For instance, you can take a cryptocurrency like NEO, for example, and then depending on the swings in the market, you can determine whether NEO is going well or going badly. A few months ago, there were some reports that NEO was too centralized, and then when a computer crashed, no blocks could have been processed, and there was a delay in block processing time. The price of NEO dropped. Later on, it was discovered that the problem is not as important as it thought, but if you had done sentiment analysis at that moment, maybe you have figured out like what is it that you need to fix regarding your project. When talking about NEO, it is important to know that there are many very interesting ICOs that use the NEO platform. Their numbers have been increasing due to the fact that NEO has less ICOs, their visibility is greater, and launching an ICO through NEO is more expensive than on Ethereum. It takes at least some amount of gas to pay, and when a developer launches a project through NEO, that shows some level of dedication and means that he wants the project to succeed, at least a little bit more than on Ethereum, where you can launch a contract for a cent. A project that deals with sentiment analysis on the NEO platform is called Senno. Senno is the first sentiment analysis engine done via blockchain, which means that it uses distributed sentiment analysis and AI algorithms to create a real-time crowd wisdom ecosystem and sophisticated business intelligence analytics. Basically, Senno can be used in a variety of ways to gauge the audience's opinion and emotion on various topics. For instance, the first application of the Senno engine will be to implement a real-time cryptocurrency market trading sentiment analysis app, which will allow receiving accurate buzz and mood indicators for every coin in chosen time frame. It will be open source, and it will exhibit the implementation of the user-side model on the Senno network, which means that people will be able to determine when a coin moves up or down, why is that the case, and it will enable them to make smart investment decisions. Senno is going to launch their ICO in 11 days, 20 hours, 90 minutes and 27 seconds. Check it out, you may become interested in it. This is not investment advice. I like the project and will continue covering it in future videos. Thank you for your time.